Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60 and Me. 60 and Me is a community of older women who are aging beautifully and still have a passion for makeup and skincare products. I do product reviews and product tutorials to inspire women to just play with makeup, have fun with it. Makeup cheers me up. It makes me feel good to get up in the morning, put on something bright and colorful. Color for me is like a real motivator and energizer. And, put some makeup on. Doesn't have to be a lot, but I think taking care of yourself and just, trying to look the best you can brings out that inner glow. So I'm going to play today with a makeup line that I've been using for some time. You're probably familiar with it. It's a drugstore brand, Maybelline. And pretty much everything I'm going to use today on my full face makeup is going to be from Maybelline. There's a couple of exceptions, but I'll mention those to you. Two of the products I'm going to use today are ones that I use all the time. They are wonderful products. They're kind of top of their category in many areas. And I think you'll enjoy this. Hopefully it's a kind of a spring look, something that's a little bit casual and fun. Now, I haven't got anything on my skin today, 71-year-old skin, except for some Growing Younger Gracefully facial oil. I love this facial oil. I've been using it now for years, and it just hydrates and moisturizes and gives your face, just a good place to start with foundation. So that I've left on for a few minutes and it's soaked into my skin and ready to go. Now, Maybelline has a number of different lines of foundation. I chose the one that's Dream Urban Cover. I believe it's one of their latest. It's a very interesting one. It's meant to be their one that positions them as a, 50 SPF and kind of an environmentally friendly foundation. I'm not sure, as she says here, environmentally anti-pollution, which I'm not really sure what that means in terms of a foundation, but it's still, I think, from my experience, a really nice foundation for older skin. It says it's full coverage, but in my experience, it's just been very glowy and easy to work with. So the colors with Maybelline are a little challenging for me. I've had to order, like many of you, my makeup online recently, and I ordered the cream. Was it called Cool Ivory? That turned out to be a little too light for me. So I ordered a second one, which was Cool Beige. And I'm going to use the Cool Beige. The challenge is that when you're looking online, this Cool Ivory looks a lot darker than it is when you get it. So it's just one of the challenges that we're facing with ordering online makeup. But I'm going to use the Cool Beige and apply it with a foundation brush. You can use your hands or beauty blender, whatever. But I'm using my Radiant foundation brush, which I really love. It's a really nice, got a little bit of texture to it. So I'm going to place this on my hand, give it a good squirt. It's runny. It's not, stiff and creamy. It's actually very moisturizing and hydrating. So I'm going to just place it all around my face and then apply it with the foundation brush. And you don't need very much of it. It's actually very easy to apply. And I will do this as thoroughly and quickly as I can. I like applying this one, actually. When you put it on, you can immediately see I've got a few age spots there. Who has not at 71 years old? Makeup does nothing with your wrinkles, right? It's just going to make you feel good. It's not going to take away any fine lines, wrinkles. It's just going to make you feel really, I think, happy. That's the mission. That's the mission today, to feel happy. And I'm going to take a look in the mirror. I think I've got it all blended. I can never tell 100%. I'm going to just put it on my nose. And I've got a bit more left on my fingers here. I'll just go under the eyes, on the eyes. Okay, so I like the look of it. I think it's got a nice texture to it, and it doesn't look, it looks natural. And that's what I like about a foundation that covers those little spots, but it also looks very natural. So I'm going to rub it into my hairline, make sure there's no lines, and on my neck. Okay, where's my mirror? Have a look and see. I always leave something off or forget to blend somewhere. So, okay, let me just take a quick look. Yeah, I actually quite like this foundation a lot. I use so many, I try so many, and I love them, but this is good. Okay, I think that's all right. So I'm now finished with foundation, and I can move on to the next part of this application. I'm going to do my eyebrows next because every time I look at them, I think they really always need shaping. I'm like many older women. I've got eyebrows that are vanishing somewhere. I don't know where they're going, but they are turning gray, getting thinner. So I use a product. This is one of my favorite Maybelline products. It's Tattoo Brow. It says it's light blonde, and that's what you would expect, but it's actually quite dark. So when you apply this, be careful that you clean your brush off. But Tattoo Brow, for me, and I've tried so many different products for eyebrows, and I think this is by far, for me, the best. It's got a kind of a stubby brush. It's not very small. You can see the brush, and that works because I don't have to keep going over. I can just do one quick stroke or two. So I'll just... see, I'll just do this in the mirror. It'd be easier than trying to look into my phone. But do you see how for me that just gives a really nice shape just on one, one pass? And I don't really try too much to change the shape or modify. It is what it is. And for me, I'm happy with that. So that's the Tattoo Brow Maybelline. Really, really love that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is blush. And I do that because I mentioned earlier, color just, makes me buzz. And I love color on my face as well as my clothes. So I'm going to use a cream blusher from Maybelline called Dream Matte Blush. Now, this one is in a peach color. I don't know, it's a cozy pink, a cozy peach. It's a pinky peach color, and it's cream. And I'm going to apply it with a brush. And I've tried this before, and it's actually not that pigmented, but I think that's okay. I don't for spring want, really, really vibrant cheeks. So I'm going to, actually, I forgot something, a bronzer, but I'll do that in a sec. I put this. Now you can see how it's coming to life a little bit, and it's really, really pretty. It's a natural kind of color. It's not, something that you'd say, oh, that person's wearing a lot of blush. It's just very natural. Okay, so I'm going to might just add a bit more later, but for now, I think that's on the apple of the cheek, bring up to the ears almost, and then just smile. Okay, now that's great. No, what I was going to mention is contouring. I'm not going to do any bronzer or contouring on my face, but Maybelline does have a really cool product. It's called, if I can find it here, it's called Face Studio Contour. It's a cool product because on one side, it's got a contouring color, dark, and on the other side, it's got a light highlighter that you can use. I'll do that at the end. But what I would do with this dark color is underneath my chin. I know this is going to look strange. It just gives you a line of contour, and I'll blend it in with my foundation brush, if I can find it. This will work. And you can't see it, of course, unless someone's looking underneath your chin, but it just gives that kind of a little bit of a definition. I don't know if you can see that, but I really like it. And of course, you can use it on your face as well. Okay, so that's blush and contour and foundation, eyebrows. Eyes. Now, Maybelline has got a lot of palettes, and there are some that I wasn't able to get and some that just weren't the colors that I wanted. But that was the one thing I'm going to skip on with Maybelline here and apply another product. But they do have some interesting cream eyeshadows that are 24-hour tattoo. This is a brownie taupe color, and this also comes in pink and a nice creamy light color that you can use for for the contouring. But this is a cream, and I'm going to put that on just on my eyelids. Now I didn't put any cream primer, and maybe I'll do that first with another product. Yeah, I'll do that now before I start with the shadow. This is the second product that I use all the time with Maybelline. It's top of its class in this category of concealers. It's won all kinds of awards, and maybe you're familiar with it. The label came off on this. It's called Age Eraser. I'll put all the products, by the way, in the section below. If you look under See More, if you click on that, you'll see all the products. But this is a concealer for under eyes, and also I use it as a primer for the eyeshadow, which I'll get to in a sec. It's got a really cool little spongy top. And I actually use my fingers because I just like applying this with my fingers rather than just putting it all on my eye. And I do it on my eyelid and also up under my brow. I just put it there. This is called Sand, I think, this color, or Honey. I use a combination of them. And sometimes depending on, whether my skin is tanned a bit or not, I'll use So that's a nice primer. It also is great to get it in that little center part of your eyes. I have kind of that, it goes like a hidden part. It sort of sinks in. And I don't wear too much concealer. I will take a little bit of this and put it under my eye, out to the side, and bring it into that centerpiece, but not too much. I think it's not worth it, really. You've got wrinkles, they're beautiful, you've earned them. Any kind of makeup around your eyes when you get older is going to not be that helpful, but a little bit's okay. And this is particularly nice and creamy, and I like the shine of it. So eye primer and under the eyes. That's the Age Eraser. Now, it also comes in a brightener, which I'll use in a second, but the cream eyeshadow next. This is the taupe that I mentioned, this 24-hour tattoo. The color on this one, I should actually tell you, I'll put it in the notes. I'm not sure it even has a color, but it's really lovely, just a taupe color. Not bright enough, though, for my eyes, but it's great as a foundation, as a place to start. So I'm going to apply with my fingers on just the eyelid. It actually is a nice color. You could wear this just as an eyeshadow. And I'm telling you something about this. It lasts forever. It is. Well, I don't know about 24 hours, but it's definitely long lasting. I've used this, the pink version, and you really have to wash it off. It's really tricky. It lasts for a long time, and that's nice for eyes, especially in the summer months. I'm going to now apply some eyeshadow from another company that I love on top of this 24-hour. I'm just going to take a quick look to make sure I've blended everything in here. Just one sec, because it's sometimes... Okay, I think that's pretty blended. Okay, so I'm going to use Catrice's latest palette called Next Generation Nudes. I've showed this in another video, and I just absolutely adore this palette. It's going to be one I'll miss when I use it all up because I'm going through it really fast. The colors are just fantastic. And if you're into other higher end eyeshadows, Huda has done one that's very similar. And this is definitely a dupe for it. It's great. It's got a lot of matte colors, pink, a peach color, a nice brown, and then it's got sparkles. I wouldn't say that they're glitters, but they're sparkly and they're really, really pretty. So with this kind of pinky look, I'm going to start with a little bit of contour above the line with the brown called, what's it called? Instinct. My instinct. Follow my instinct. It's right, this one right here. Not too dark. Just a dab a bit on a fluffy-ish brush and just put it above the eyelid. Now, ideally, you want to keep blending this for a while. I think you know, blending is so important. And when you're doing this at home, you can really take the time to do it properly. But I'm going to just do my best to put this in straightish line, not going all the way to the center. I don't go all the way to the center. It's more like just at the edge and on top, and then just go backwards and forwards like a windscreen wiper and just get that little bit of color there. And that just sets your eyes a little bit of definition, and I think that's okay. I'm going to take a quick look in the mirror. Let's have a look. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is place some of this beautiful pink eyeshadow. There's a darker color up here, and then there's a lighter one down here. I'm going to start with this lighter one and just put on the lid of the eye, kind of almost dabbing it. I don't drag it across too much. And this Catrice product is wonderful, just because it's got so much versatility. And the Maybelline did have some nice palettes. They've got some little ones, which is really cool, like little travel size, which I loved. But the colors were a little bit too just neutral and brown for me. I wanted pink. I wanted something a bit brighter. So I'm going to take this darker pink, the one up here, which is the Love, and take a little teeny bit of that and just put it on the corner. Just the corner a little bit to darken that section, right? Right there. I'll go back and fix that in a second. Okay, finally, I'll have to put a bit of sparkle on just because I want to. And I'm going to decide which one I should do. I think I'm going to take this one right here, which has got a little bit of sparkly silver and pink. Yeah, you do get some fallout. Actually, I'm going to use my finger. It's easier. Okay. Just dab that on. By the way, the mascara that I'm going to show you in just about a minute is unbelievable. It's the third thing that I wear all the time, and it's just amazing. It is. I think it's probably up there with the L'Oreal Fabulous Paradise that I use all the time. But this one, isn't this nice? Look, it's pretty. I like it. I think we need a bit of sparkle in our lives these days, and I'm just going to play with this makeup and have a good time with it. Yeah, I think that's cool. Little pink, but you know, whatever. It's okay. I like it. Now the mascara. Okay, this mascara, drum roll, is incredible. It's one that's called Falsies Lash Lift. Maybelline. They've really come home with this one. It's amazing. You don't need a lot. I'm going to put one coat on and then you'll see what I mean. It's remarkable. It's got a brush very similar to that L'Oreal product that I mentioned. Thick and a kind of a full brush. But when you put it on, it's just a wow. Let me try this. Okay, ready? Go down to the bottom of the lash. Wow, honestly, I just can't believe how it doesn't clump. See? It's just so pretty. And that's just one coat of this beautiful eyeshadow. Mascara. You knew what I meant. Okay, let me just, okay. I just think it's just a really nice mascara. Okay, I just looked at those eyes and I'm going to do one little thing to tone down that pink a bit for me because I would like a little bit less pinky pink, just a bit of silver. This is one of the, I think it's called Provocative. And I'm just going to put that in the center. Just to tone that down a little teeny bit. Honestly, these shimmers are really nice. They're not glitter at all. They're just a shimmer and very, very pretty. Okay, I think that's a little bit better for me. All right, lipstick. Lipstick was challenging. They've got some really lovely new products at Maybelline. They've got one that's called Ink. What is it called? Where's my thing? It's an ink crayon, and it's a beautiful pencil. It's got really beautiful shape, and it gives you a nice way to define your lips without a lip liner. But the colors were so strange. When you look at the colors, I couldn't seem to find any that were bright enough, but I chose two different ones. This is the pink, and then there was an orange, but look at the color of that. And when you put it on, it's so orange. A lot of people are playing with this on Instagram. You can see all the, really beautiful women with, gorgeous mouths that can you make amazing lips with these products. But it's called ink crayon, but it's, for me, too dark. So the colors are a challenge with this one. So I'm going with the pink. I'm going to use a lip liner because I think that's for older lips that disappear. Again, it's a nice idea to do that. Maybelline has their own range of lip liners. They're very good quality. The one I ordered looked darker than it was. So it's called Color Sensational. You can find the right color in this Maybelline brand, and it's really affordable. But I'm going to use another one because I want something a bit darker. So here we go. I'm going to just take a bit of care here. I want to slightly go over my lip line so that I can just see the top lip a little bit. And that's always a challenge when you get a little bit older, but I'll have a go. So. Okay, can you see how I've just raised it? I haven't really gone far over the edge, but you can see how it brings it up a little bit. So. Okay. Now, I'm filling my lip with the lip liner. And then I'll apply that lipstick in the pink color. It's I'll put all the details of the exact name, but it's really, really pretty. Let me just put my mirror down. And it's got two ends to it, and I can never open the right one. There we go. All right, this is it. Beautiful tip. I love it. So. Okay. Now, I'll say something about this lipstick. It lasts a really long time. both the eyeshadow and the lip product, they last a very long time, which is nice if you're going out for the day and you don't want to be bothered, or you're not going out for the day, if you're just hanging around the house, whatever you're doing, it lasts a long time. You don't have to think about it after that. I'm actually going to touch this up with a little bit of my Flormar pink because I just like vibrant pink. And this is just my go-to classic pink that I always wear. But that's a really nice base, I think. And this will bring it to life. Do you know what I'm going to do? Something really strange. I saw Wayne Goss do this a lot, and he's another blogger, beauty makeup artist. He just takes a little bit of the lipstick that you're using and puts it on your cheek. I've done this before, and I actually do think it's a great idea. He actually believes you don't even need to buy blush anymore. You just put a bit of your lipstick on, blend it in, and you get like a consistent glow in the same sort of color. I'm going to try this side too. Yeah, so that just brings a little bit of pinky, pink to the cheeks, which I really like. Okay, so that is actually, I think I've done everything. I always seem to forget something. You might want to do like another quick brush of mascara. That's always a nice thing to finish with. This mascara is great. And I think that's about even. Oops. Okay, I could go on forever. I love playing with makeup, but look, I hope you enjoyed this Maybelline makeover, this tutorial. I really love the final product. I think that it really brings a sparkle and a shine to your face. I love the eyes and the lipstick. The blush is great. The concealer I would highly recommend, and I'll put everything down below so you can try as well. But again, thanks for being here. Hope this has been an inspiration. You know, makeup and clothes can cheer us up on a day that we need a bit of energy and vitality and positivity. And hope that you enjoyed this. And we'll speak to you all again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.